This streamer attempted unaliving somebody live on stream by fvckDH, and it's about Raja Jackson. I saw the thumbnail on this, but I didn't see what happened. Whoa! Playing don't like at the same time is such YN behavior, bro.
So apparently live stream attempts are something that goes on Kick. I just don't know how anything could have gotten this far, but knowing how Kick goes,
bro, I thought the worst thing that could happen on Kick was the freaking Omegle streams and shit like that, bro. Holy.
There's definitely a trail I can follow that will lead me to what initially was the catalyst for this unfortunate event. Raja Jackson is the son of Rampage Jackson, who is a
I knew it. When I saw Raja Jackson, I was like, is this like Rampage Jackson's son? Of course it is. Rampage Jackson's the same way. There was a clip that went viral of him smacking some girl's booty or some shit like that in front of her man. I'm like, bro, what could you do in that situation? Yeah, stand up for your lady, but that's Rampage Jackson. Do you want me to live or die? Like
a wrestler. But the thing is, Raja found himself in the kickboxing event Brand Risk because he wanted to get it out the mud.
I mean, we're talking UFC champion Rampage Jackson. What am I doing to him?
Something he said hours before the harrowing incident.
Hey, bro, I don't got no bread.
I still wouldn't have to worry about that. If a random man walked up to my girl and smacked her butt, don't care who it is, she's smacking the shit out that nigga. And Rampage, I kid you not, that nigga put his hands on my girl, I might be in jail. Not only would I crash out, but I might just shoot a nigga.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I be talking to y'all and shit. I'm just like y'all, nigga. Like, my
God damn it, I said the fucking word. I'm just gonna have to I guess I have to remember this because I'm gonna have to bleep it out of the video. But I might just murk somebody, bro.
Dad got bread. That's his bread. That's not mine. It's not my bread. He's rich. I'm not rich. He's rich. Feel me? I'm not rich yet.
V dad. It's not a W or L. It's kind of like a stalemate because it's like he could be doing this so his son know how to get it, but also at the same time it's like, damn, my nigga, you don't give your son no money.
That's why I want to get on Brand Risk, bro. I've been waiting, bro. It's just been rough. It's been hard on me, bro. It's just really been hard on me, bro. I've been low-key, I've been stressed about it. I've been stressed about a lot of shit, you feel me? But I'm showing y'all like the real.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I think with this video, I really just want to figure out like, how did this stuff go so badly? And this is already like the first sign. Clearly something wrong with him. And I don't mean he got mental issues, but dude, this is trenches. The nigga is openly stating that he's in the trenches, he's broke. Yeah, his dad rich, but that's not his bread. And obviously I don't know a lot of information about Rampage or his son, but maybe he's not giving him any money. Hence why this nigga's seeking out Aiden Ross in the first place, which I don't think anyone talks about enough. If you have to seek out Aiden Ross, Brand Risk, you're probably already in the trenches. But this isn't to
he's not wrong.
Defend or even justify any of his actions, but I can say like being in poverty and having that stress, like it's just gonna push you to do things that you wouldn't normally do. I think that's what this clip serves as. It just serves as a peer into his mindset before the event and where he was, and to me it looks like he was not in a good place.
I was about to say, it seems like it was a load up, like it was loading up to whatever he decided he wanted to do there.
Seeking out Aiden Ross, you're probably not going to be in a good place doing that. With platforms like Kick and content creation in general, it really perpetuates incidents like this. I've touched on it before, but it makes people desensitized to violence and makes doing things that would normally be out of character normal. People are willing to cross boundaries because what's at the end? Bread. Social media has incentivized violence, and honestly, it's just like that one Black Mirror episode, Common People, where the main character is pushed to doing the
Oh my god, this is such a W fucking reference, bro.
horrible acts for money he needed because
this is such a W reference. Didn't at the end they told him he had he should have he had what, cut his hand off or some shit like that?
was stressful and it was rough and he needed to get it out the mud. But I show you guys this so you know what we're getting into. Now, before we talk about the actual act itself, I should probably stop yambling because you already know I'm the hood Socrates. And let's start. I want to show you guys what was going on before the incident happened and another catalyst for the event itself.
You don't know me?
Hell no. Yeah.
Hey, that's hey, I think that's a Oh, you don't show it?
Okay, that's... If this nigga crashed out and fought him for real right here, I would have been like, that's valid. Cause what the fuck are you smashing a can on my head for, bro?
Easy. He's not a fucking worker, bro. Calm down.
Yeah, what the fuck was that?
You're good.
What the fuck was that?
Whoa, and this nigga said easy. He's not a worker. So you're okay with doing that to an employee?
You don't sell it? No, he's not a fucking worker, bro.
What the fuck was that? Hold on. I don't play that shit, bro.
Oh, sorry.
Nah, I will fuck him up, bro.
I know you will.
Nah.
We're good.
I will fuck him up, bro.
I know you will.
I don't play that shit.
Sorry about that, bro.
So this would have been an okay situation if it was an employee? Someone that could have literally lost his job if he fought you back?
Nah, I will fuck him up, bro.
I know you will. So I got you.
I do not play that shit at all.
The fact that you think this is okay to do to anyone in general is crazy.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. The person, this guy, his name is Psycho Stu, and he's a wrestler. Now, obviously, this provoked him. I don't agree with it, but clearly, like, there's a culture around wrestling, and these are clearly acts. And the issue with kick streaming and just content creation in general is that you're bringing together people from two different worlds, which I'm not saying that's inherently wrong, but in the context of fighting, why are you bringing a normal nigga around a guy whose whole thing is like WWE type stuff? There's an element of scripting.
Okay, okay, when he says it like that, it makes sense. Okay, he broke a can on this nigga's head because he thought he was a wrestler in this league or whatever, so he's trying to get some storytelling going or some shit.
To wrestling, it's a show, it's entertainment, and this act was just
maybe that's what he meant by he's not a worker. Okay.
Entertainment. But as you can see, like, he was not taking that lightly. And because he wasn't taking it lightly, he was planning on getting the get back. And like I said, that's because Raja is not a wrestler. He's a nigga who's stressed out and trying to get a bag, which things that are just not gonna mix well together. Let's keep it real. Now, Psycho ended up attempting to apologize 3 times and even shook Raja's hand. So going into the match, nobody expected anything.
Fucking feel that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, bro. Hey, it's gonna all work out.
See, here's the issue. Even though that nigga is apologizing, in Raja's head, it's go mode. It's like, I don't give a fuck how many times this nigga apologizes. I'm beating this nigga's ass. So what he's doing in this situation right now is saving face. He's saving. Yeah, bro, it's all right. No, we good. Whole time back of his mind, when I get Ricky, when I catch you, Ricky, when I catch you.
I appreciate it.
I didn't know. I thought you were.
But I will say he does seem genuine. He's saying like, hey man, I really thought you was in the whole thing with us. You know what I'm saying? I thought this was like a whole, you feel me? That seems like a genuine apology. Like, hey man, I'm really sorry, bro. I didn't know that you weren't a wrestler. I thought you was a wrestler, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. See, now this is what I'm saying. There's 2 sides to this though. He could just be saying this because of the camera, or he could be saying it because he really means this. because he's like, yeah, I saw the camera. I just thought, hey man, you're a wrestler. But at the same time, he could just be like, okay, I see the camera. I did some stupid shit. Let me apologize.
We're working out. Well, he's gonna come out on your matches. I know you keep thinking we're working. We're always working.
I get it. Yeah. I get it now. Now you
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We're always working. He always think that we're working over here, like it's part of the fucking storyline.
Just keep quiet. What kind of homo thug shit?
Kalia, rampage. That's how we
No, bro. No.
Go ahead, Stu. This is out there. Because he always think it's a work, dude.
Yo, he's already hot, bro.
Good.
And this right here just adds to the fucked upness that this whole situation had. And it's also where a lot of people took issue. If you was that angry to the point you went to punch someone in their face 20 times, you should have just fought the nigga then and there. Not letting time pass, not letting someone believe y'all are cool. But when the moment...
But see, that's what I'm saying. That's what that's why I'm not mad that niggas have an issue with this, because even though and I've said this before, just because you understand something doesn't mean you cannot criticize it. Even though I probably understand what exactly he meant, he was doing here, doesn't make it okay. Like I said, he was probably like, you know what? I'm a save face. I still want to beat this nigga ass, but I'm a save face. Yeah, bro, it's cool, but next time I see you and it's just us, we running the ones. But that doesn't make it okay, because if it was really that, y'all could have just fought right here, squabbled it out right here, squash it or squabble it right here, because he's apologizing.
the disrespect,
but you want to catch him while he's off guard in a match, and just, that's crazy.
happened for you. That's just so lame to me. Roger shakes
It is lame. It is lame, but I do understand it.
And then does what he did. However, there is another element to this whole story I neglected to talk about, and that's the chat. People are speculating that this incident happened due to Raj's ego and being egged on by his chat.
I'm shutting this down, chat.
Bro, see, here's the thing about me as a streamer, bro. I will never be one of those niggas who need to always be right about some shit. If I said some shit and niggas in chat talking about, and like everybody in chat like, yo, you're wrong, I'll be like, you know what? Y'all got it. I'm probably wrong. You got it. I'm not one of them niggas like, yo, chat, y'all are dumbasses for not understanding this. Sometimes I will, because sometimes I know I'm right, and niggas in chat just being stupid, and I'll know that. But if I'm actually wrong and like people are providing like actual like logistic reasons on why I'm wrong, I'll be like, you know what? I'm wrong. Hey, you got it. Patrick CC has done that to me in multiple videos where I'll say some shit and then he'll say some shit. I'll be like, hey, you got me there, Patrick. Literally, bro.
This dude, I ain't gonna hurt him too bad though. He was drunk. He was pretty drunk, I think. You think I'm capping?
You think I'm capping? That's the worst thing to say to a nigga who wants to crash out. That's the worst thing to say to a nigga who is loading a crash out. If a nigga's on the fence 50-50 about whether or not he should crash out, the one way to solidify the nigga crashing out is to, you won't. I know you won't. You won't. Nigga's gonna respond, you think I won't? Oh, you think I'm not about it? All right, bet. Watch. That's the worst thing you can say to a nigga who's loading a crash out, is that you won't or you capping. Worst. That's like the absolute worst thing to say. Oh my god. You won't. Nigga. This is activation code, bro. That's his activation code. You won't.
Cairo, you think I'm capping? I'm not capping, nigga. Straight up. Oh, you think he's stronger than me? Stevens, you think he's stronger than me? That's a good thing he won't feel it. Niggas, I'm not playing, I'm straight up, for real. I'm not playing no games, bro. I don't really have to show him, like, nigga, you can't just hit a hand on my goddamn face.
Raja announcing that he's gonna go off script to really get his revenge on the wrestler who assaulted him with a beer
really
can.
Going to hit him, I'm telling you. I'm dead serious. This shit's not gonna be scripted, I'm telling you. I know all wrestling is script. I'm talking about what I'm gonna do to the guy.
And that's Raja confirming that he planned and intended to hurt him before actually doing it. And keep in mind, he said all wrestling is scripted, which I'll come back to later.
See? So if it's all scripted and he thought you guys were working, he was trying to create a storyline for y'all. Like, oh, I attacked this nigga in the parking lot and now we scuffing it up in the ring on some WWE shit like he said earlier. But you gonna go off script, and because you got up in your feels, even when he apologized thinking like, yo, I'm sorry, I didn't know you wasn't a wrestler. You gonna get up in your feels and do this shit for the virality so that you can get out the fucking trenches because your fucking dad don't want to give you money.
For now, you all know what happens next.
You hear how like the whole crowd just goes silent? And then, I mean, they come back, but like they went silent for that situation.
And I won't be showing this clip anymore just out of respect for Psycho and because it's pretty harrowing to watch, to be honest. But here's the aftermath of the situation.
Y'all niggas could go on TikTok and find that. I guarantee you. All you have to do is look up Raja Jackson. All you have to do is look up Raja Jackson. You'll find it. I promise you.
Raja apparently fled the scene and found himself in another minor altercation. And the day after everything transpired, people were posting clips about Psycho, which he explains how he got into wrestling to help his own PTSD.
Tired of motherfuckers playing with me, bro. Real shit. One of them fucking bit me. I'm tired of everybody playing with me and shit. Think I'm always playing and shit. Call me bitch and shit.
Come on, man. We're leaving, man. We're walking away, bro. Let's not take it serious. Let's go. Come on, Roger. Let's go. Let's go, Roger. Let's go. Roger, let's go. Roger, I'm telling you, let's go. You listen to me.
W fucking nigga in the back right there. W nigga in the back. He said, oh, you was doing all that rah-rah shit for some virality. What about now? The camera's gone. Let's go. W nigga, bro. Yo, W mans, bro. He said, oh, you doing all that rah-rah for the virality? What about now, nigga? What about now? He caught that nigga out in the parking lot.
Listen to me, Roger.
Pro in 2009. I had just got out of the military, probably about 6 months earlier. I got out of the military, I joined Knox Pro, because I needed something to focus on. I needed something to help me adjust back into civilian life. A lot of veterans, it's hard for them to readjust into civilian life coming from the life of the military. I'm an American soldier that suffers from PTSD. Being in front of a crowd, it doesn't give me as much anxiety and aggression as I thought it would.
This context, it just makes everything worse because
damn, that does put him in a terrible light. That makes it even worse for Raja is the fact that this nigga was doing this to get his mind off of PTSD, bro. Oh, I can't, bro. This could not be worse for this nigga, bro.
Because not only did the clip of Raja fling showcase just how fragile his ego is, he also felt like he had to prove he wasn't a bitch, which is a conversation I could get into about the...
Bro, having to prove you're not a bitch... Yo, having to prove you're not a bitch is one of the most fragile ego things. Oh my god, bro, I can't even say it, bro. I can't even say it. Let's just get back to the video, bro.
Connection hypermasculinity has with black boys. But I'll spare y'all and say this. Raja was...
It is a black guy thing, though. I can't lie to you. It is low-key like a hood behavior type of thing. That's why I said this nigga's a YN, bro, for sure.
He's not a bitch for having a cup smashed over his head, but he was a bitch for viciously attacking a PTSD-stricken war veteran because he couldn't comprehend scripted entertainment.
Bingo. Yo, DH really has a fucking brain. This is why I like this nigga. He has such a good, like, he has a brain.
That's facts. Also,
Raja's
dad commented.
He's like mad young. He's like 18 or 19, bro.
On the whole situation, confirming Psycho's stable condition and adding his own context to the situation, such as the fact his own son suffered a concussion and that he shouldn't have been there to begin with because he's not even a wrestler. Obviously, some of these things can be easily chalked up to just coping on the father's part, but I won't grill him too bad because that's his son and that's just really expected of a parent. But here's his reaction to the clip live with Sneeko.
You saw it? Let me see it.
Broke his face?
Hey, is he gonna get banned for it?
He probably won't get banned. Or, I mean, he probably will get banned because that was some crazy ass violence, bro. But I don't think it'll be a perma ban.
And this was bad.
Bro, if Sneeko reacts like that, nigga, he's getting banned. If Sneeko reacts like that, he's getting banned. Cause Sneeko does well. I don't really keep tabs on Sneeko, but I'm sure he's done some pretty TOS pushing boundaries type of things. Rampage has for sure done some TOS pushing things, bro.
Why was this nigga with Sneeko? But what was frying me so bad was that Sneeko's reaction was just so like palpable. You could just tell it was horrible without seeing it. But let's take it back to the actual incident. Number one, Raja was claiming he'd knock out Psycho for 50 subs.
How many subs to knock him out? That's a good question. I don't know.
Come on. If you think this isn't scripted, then you have got another thing coming. This nigga,
I don't know.
he waited for him to hit him. Let's like come on, y'all. Let's put our thinking caps on real quick. If you don't think this is scripted, you have got to be just an idiot or a kid, bro, or both, bro. Cause look,
that's a good question. I don't know.
This man licks his hand, telegraphs his whole fucking attack, and the nigga just lets him do it. That is so fucking scripted. You lick your hand, wind back, and then do that, and I don't have a single reaction. If this was a real fight, I saw you lick your hand, wind back, immediately my hand's going up like this, or try to grab your hand, or try to dodge. That nigga stood still and just let him... Come on, bro. This shit ain't real, bro. Ain't no reason to crash out like this, bro. This shit is not real.
Really sub farming, but 50 subs, knock him out. 50 subs.
This shit is pissing me off. Look at this nigga, right?
50 subs.
Pay attention to this nigga, not the attack. Pay attention to him.
Knock him out.
He's watching him do it.
50 subs.
And he even like braces for it. Even though this right hand of his is free and could come down, the left hand he could just bring up and come down. He's just...
And this just further proves the whole, you know, egged on by the chat thing. But during this time, he actually leaked the organizer script.
I'll tell you guys this, they told me to hit him and just leave. Somebody who pulled me off of him will leave. I'm telling you, I'm gonna hit him as many times as I can. Watch.
Now remember, Raja himself said all wrestling is fake, including this, and that originally his section was scripted, but he went off script to genuinely hurt Psycho because his ego was shattered and he wasn't secure in his own masculinity. But another odd thing I peeped was that another wrestler was also in his ear telling him to basically get his get back.
I thought that was part of it. I wasn't a swing.
No.
What he thought was he was a pro.
I understand.
Yeah. Another thing is, even when we are working like that, you don't fucking, you know
that's
what
I'm saying.
But he doesn't know him like that.
He don't. He's a fucking idiot. Hey. So when you
it's one thing to be like, yeah, he's a fucking idiot, we're not supposed to do that. And then it's another thing to be like, yeah, he's a fucking idiot, you should go get your get back.
run in on his shit, you fucking give him his receipt. You remember what a receipt is? Give him that fucking receipt, bro. Tag his shit. If you got a fucking problem with it, I'll fucking run out there.
Keep that same energy. You keep that same energy, because when he gets in trouble for this, you going down with him. Nigga D6.
Now flat out telling an angry person to get his get back using wrestler lingo that he is not familiar with is really, really irresponsible. I don't know how nobody caught this or nobody said anything, but this was just flat out dumb, which is ironic considering how he tried to say Psycho was an idiot for what he did to Raja.
Exactly.
Which, you know, he is a little bit, because you should probably check with the people you're performing with before you throw a can or a cup on someone's head. But before I get out of here, I want to show a a crazy video that predated everything that transpired.
Roger and his older son, whole life, I knew them two wasn't going to college. And my two Japanese kids, I knew they was going to college. So I saved up college tuition for the two Japanese kids and bail money for Roger and his brother. So
this nigga is a terrible father. Like, bro, he's smart but terrible, bro. Like, you can't just assume your kids are gonna go to jail, bro. You gotta be a better man than that. You gotta be like, you know what? I'm gonna try my best to get these niggas to stay out of trouble. Not, you know what? I know these niggas probably gonna go to jail, so I'm gonna start saving up bail money. What the fuck?
don't fuck with him. If you go to jail, I'm just gonna bail him out.
That's his own pop saying he was saving bail money for him. So take that for what you will. Also, Roger is under investigation by the cops, so that is a little comforting. In my opinion, this whole situation was easily avoidable. We just need to be very aware of media in relation to people and aware of who we are dealing with. Roger is clearly a flawed individual who has a lot of work to do, but his flaws were only amplified with a camera in front of his face and a chat full of enablers and spectators eager to cheer him on. I hope Psycho has a swift recovery, and this is how I feel. Subscribe for more unsolicited.
fvckDH. I'm with you on this, bro. I'm hoping that shit, bro.